Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have this next look for you guys. This is inspired by one of the makeups that I have done in the past. Let me pull it up real quick. This is what I had originally back in the heyday, such as 2016 I believe. And I'm like, I asked one of my friends to choose a makeup for me to recreate, and he chose this one. So I'm like, okay, challenge accepted. So I recreated it, changing the lip a little bit, and then I added some purple on the sides just to give it more of a character feel, and also on the jawline. And yeah, pretty much everything else is kind of similar, just more newer me. Kind of messed up the hair a little bit to go with it. You can add, if you have like a purple pomade or like a silver pomade, you can color with purple just to give that character more of a, like a feel. That makes sense. But yeah, so if you guys want to see how I created this look, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you know when I upload a video. And if you want to know when exactly I upload the video, hit that notification bell on. Ding! And also follow me on social media where I'll be posting future videos and makeup sneak peeks. And yeah, so if you guys want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Alrighty guys, welcome back. Let's get right into the video. So the first thing that I did is I went ahead and covered my eyebrows. Now there's different methods, but the method that I like to use, especially for when I film, is the Elmer glue stick method. So I applied layer, powder, let it dry again for about 3 to 4 times and make sure it's nice and dry throughout each layer. And then I applied my Nye white foundation on both of my brows. On my right brow, I made the white a little bit bigger than the one on my left, just because it's kind of like give it more of a character feel, if you know what I mean. Next, I applied my Nye Ultralite as my second layer, and then followed by my foundation shade all over the rest of your face. Make sure you blend everything to the gods. Guys, come on, blend that ish in. Next, I took my Nye Mocha foundation as my contour, and I overdrew that contour above my brow to make the contour more dramatic and make it stand out a little bit more. You know what I mean? You're gonna do this for both sides, but as remember, on the right side we made it bigger than the one on the left side. And make sure everything is nice, smoothly blended. Next, we're going to contour. We're gonna cut our our cheekbone area. Next, I took this purple cream foundation, cream color from Nye, and I believe it's called Royal Purple. And I applied it as my contour shade all the sides of my face, and using a bigger brush, a nice fluffy natural hair brush, I blended that in. And then once it was nice and blended with that brush, I went ahead and took this new clean sponge and I blended out even more into the skin to give it more of a natural organic feel to it, because we don't want it to look like it's like purple and then skin tone. We have to make it to the point where it's nice and super blended. And I also went ahead and I took some of that purple and I applied it right on the contour area where we snatched our nose. Make sure it's nice and blended. Use smaller brushes, of course, because here is a little bit more detailed. And once you have that done on the eyebrow area, go ahead and just set your face with some natural setting powder. I'm using the Nye Neutral Set Powder. You can use any powder, RCMA. Make sure there's no color to it, obviously. And get rid of any creases you have on your eyelids. What I do is I do one eyelid at a time, just because if you do both and you set one and then you go to the other one, you'll already have a crease in there. So that way, just take your time, go one at a time. And once you feel like the powder has absorbed all of the oil in the makeup, go ahead and brush off any excess powder that you have. And then I went ahead and took my MAC Empasize shaping powder, and I applied it on the highest points of my face. Next up, I took this MAC sculpting powder in Shadester, and I contoured my face. Next, once you contoured your face with your natural contour color, I went ahead and took this Nye Lumiere eyeshadow in royal purple, and I went ahead and just went over everything with that purple. And to really intensify that purple and make it more of a cool tone purple, I took this eyeshadow from MAC. It's called In the Shadows, and it's a blue eyeshadow. But look at how it looks when you place it on top of that purple. It just really makes it stand out, makes the purple even more richer in color, and it's a beautiful, beautiful color. I loved it. Next, I took that same purple and I applied it on here on the eyebrow area, on both sides, of course. Y'all heard that? It's me swallowing water. Notice the brushes that I'm using are really small. Small brushes. Make sure everything is nice and blended. Guys, blend, 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 blend. Take your time. If it's going to take you 10 minutes to blend, let it be 10 minutes. Next, we're going to go focus on the eyes. Using that same eyeshadow in royal purple, I am taking it on the eyelid space and only on the outer corner of the eyes for both eyes. Now, the one on the right is going to be more bigger than the one on the left. Because like I said, back to it, it's going to be a character feel. It's going to look like it's like I'm always raising one eye. And next I took a lighter purple shade, also Nye. And then you'll see in the very corner of the eye, I applied the In the Shadows to really intensify the purple. Next, I took my Blacktrack gel liner and I outlined both of my eyes. And then I did the same thing for the eyebrow area. Make sure you take your time because we want those lines to be nice and straight. And then once you have all 4 items done, you take another brush and you're going to smooth it out. Make sure it's nice and blended because we want that to look very natural. We don't need any harsh lines. Next, you're going to go ahead and top line your eye. Same thing. Smooth everything out nice and blended to the point where it looks very natural. And next we're gonna bring that down and we're gonna create kind of like a pointed shape. And then we're just going to blend that in to the eye area and just make it look very natural. Add little accents on the eyes, little eyebrow touch you see. A little bit of white shimmer shadow to really emphasize that white that we have previously. And like I did on the other side, you're obviously going to do it to the other side and just drag it down. Apply a little bit of white shimmer shadow on the eyelid just to really intensify that white on your eye. And you're going to do it on the inner corners as well. And then we're going to go ahead and take our lip color. I am using the MAC lip pencil in, let me remember, Beet. And then I'm only filling the the left side of my lip, only half of it, and then half of the other half of the right side, if that makes sense. And then towards the outer part, we're gonna drag it up to create kind of like an artificial smile. So it's like a creepy smile. It's a cute, creepy smile. So this is the part where I'm creating just half of my other half of the lip, as you'll see. Bada bing, bada boom. and then just go ahead and fill it in. And if you feel like the lip needs more lift to it, you could do that and make it a little bit longer. Then we went with the Nye Ultralite to highlight and clean up the rest of the lip that is not touched, and just blend everything out with a nice clean fluffy brush, small fluffy brush. And then go over with some foundation just to really make it more natural, make it look more like you didn't touch it. And then set it with powder. And then for the lips, I went ahead. Oh, this is the part where I added more, made it more longer, because I felt like from far away you couldn't really see it. So I added more to the lip to make it more dramatic. So here for the lip, I'm actually just using in the shadows, just because the lip pencil that I used is more of a red tone, and then, you know, red and blue makes purple, so I went ahead and just did that. And it was a really beautiful color duo that I ended up having for both, for the sides of the face and for the lips. A little bit of white in the center of the lip. Apply a little bit of mascara on both eyes, of course. Set it off with a little bit of setting spray. If you like to add some glitter on the highlights, you could do that, of course. The limit or anything does not exist here, pretty much. As you can see, I'm applying a little bit of glitter. And boom, boom, we are done. Voila. Merci and bonsoir.